The Golden State Warriors were in action against the Sacramento Kings, and that ended in favor of the Warriors, winning by 130 to 125 points. It was a game that showed the Golden State Warriors at their very best, and also showed how vulnerable they are, because the Sacramento Kings were threatening to stage a comeback, and it would have been one of those massive comebacks. Unfortunately, they just fell short of staging the comeback, as they were held to that never finish. And we have to give Warriors the credit. It was about the first half for the Golden State Warriors in terms of getting the job done. 89 points, a massive 89-point haul in the first half, ensured that the Golden State Warriors cruised all through the duration of the game itself. As I said earlier, you had Steph Curry scoring 33 points. You had Andrew Wiggins contributing 24 points. Jordan Poole as well scoring 24 points. Seemingly moving, focusing on the sport itself, and moving past the preseason or training, violence that was meted to him by Draymond Green, which apparently Green had been punished for, as it were. So the Warriors starting convincingly. For the Sacramento Kings, you had DeAndre Fox scoring 26 points. Sabonis as well contributing 19 points and 14 rebounds, just as they fell short of a stunning comeback. It is the Warriors starting with a 2-1 win, 2-1 record to the season. Still talking basketball, let's turn our attention now to the Staples Center. Well, the Crypto.com arena, if you want to call it that. Talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers were in action at the wee hours of today as well, and they took on Portland Trail Blazers. It was yet another loss for the Lakers, as they've started the season with a 0-3 record. That's 3 losses in 3 games. That match ended 106 to 104 points, as LeBron James top scored for the Lakers with 31 points. You had Anthony Davis with 22 points, having 10 rebounds and 6 blocks in the game. But for all of those defensive efforts, it couldn't just count, as you had Lonnie Walker the fourth scoring 15 points, while Russell Westbrook once again had a disappointing night with a meager 10 points. And the question marks for the Warriors, the Lakers rather, is not about the defensive end of play. It's about the offensive end of play. They are not getting 3 points. They're failing to shoot even within the box and within the paint rather. You had Russell Westbrook, a balling, a jumper that you would expect him to tuck in. These are the issues, and Darwin Ham is definitely running out of time. The sack is not looking imminent, but it needs to really address the offensive aspect of things for the Lakers to turn their season around. LeBron James expressing his frustration once again, scoring 30 points plus, in a game, yet finding himself at the losing end. You have Anthony Davis as well doing his part with 22 points, 10 rebounds and 6 blocks. I mean, that's a great defensive performance, but it's about the fact that offensively they can't get going. It's something they need to work on. The roster itself, I think, is really not good enough when it comes to challenging for the playoff spot. But we'll see as the season progresses. I mean, let's not dwell much on the match, because we all saw it, or virtually everyone saw Liverpool surprisingly lose to Nottingham Forest, following the highs of the victory over Manchester City. The big question, as I said earlier, is what exactly is wrong with Liverpool this season? This is a team that won the domestic double, that was on the verge of a quadruple rather, and this season with the loss of Sadio Mane, it seems like they can't even get their bearing. So the question is it the coach, the players, injury woes? What exactly is wrong?
When we talk Liverpool actually getting back their team by defeating
Manchester City
by Lungo, by Mo Salah, so at their own top outfit last week.
Yes.
They are back, challenging the big boys. Surprisingly, they actually lost to Nottingham Forest from a goal that was scored by our own Taiwo Awuni.
Yes.
One thing we can say, one part we can take out of this equation is that Liverpool actually lost their talisman in forcing of Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
Injury has not been good to them this season.
Exactly.
The players getting injured at the important period of the season, at the beginning of the season. So all these factors together is actually what's the result of what we are saying right now with Liverpool.
Okay.
Also there is no capable replacement for Sadio Mane.
Yes.
They thought they had they thought they had a replacement for him, but injury is actually taking its toll.
Exactly, Luis Diaz.
I hope that they can get all their players back to fitness.
Yeah.
You know, this will actually boost the morale of the team. But right now, Liverpool are actually not getting it done. Injury is one of the major reasons why they are having these passes in this stage of the Premier League. So I just wish that the fitness department at Anfield can actually do wonders by bringing back the key players in the team to their week of fitness.
Okay, where would we, put the role of Mohamed Salah? Ever since he signed that lucrative contract, he's been out of form. He's been, in quote, awful, based on his own lofty standards. Yes, he got a goal against Manchester City, but when you look at, the goal ratio this season, you look at the performance, it's not the Mohamed Salah we've seen over the last 3-4 seasons. So, is Salah also a factor in how Liverpool have had an inconsistent season, especially on the domestic scene?
Most definitely. Undoubtedly, the quality of Mo Salah is actually not in doubt. He is a world-class player. He has proven over the years that he can do it anytime, any day. But one factor that we need to also understand is that Sadio Mane's factor. You cannot compare the relationship, the synergy between
Salah, Mane, and Firmino.
Mo Salah, Firmino, and also Sadio Mane. These are dynamic duo that actually shape Man City. They give them the run for their money. So that factor, the fact that Sadio Mane is out of that equation right now, is also affecting the output of Salah. So I just hope that they can get a formidable partner at this stage of the season that can bring out the best of our Egyptian team. So the fact of Mane is actually what we are experiencing, the dipping of Mo Salah.
From Mo Salah. Okay, finally, before we switch gears, still talking about Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, do you think fresh ideas are needed? Yes, we've talked about injury concerns, we've also looked at the aspect of Sadio Mane being a valuable piece that is missing in the team and no adequate replacement. But do you think Jurgen Klopp should probably leave or get sacked, for things to really turn around? Or you think he has what it takes to turn this around for Liverpool?
One of the things I usually clamor for is the best and the best manager to be in the Premier League.
Yes.
This is one of the reasons why the Premier League is the best and the most lucrative in the world right now.
Yes.
Yes, a lot of people are actually saying the second season syndrome is getting into Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
I still think the stadium is up there. He's one of the best in the Premier League right now. He's one of the additions. If Liverpool losing right now, I'm so sure the fact that a lot of teams will be actually clamoring for his signature to be their gaffer. But I just hope that Liverpool can give him the needed time, the needed patience, that he can turn around the form in Anfield right now. I just hope that he can stay and turn it around because the closest manager that can give Guardiola one for his money
is Klopp. Okay, that's very true. We've seen that over the last 5 seasons. Without Liverpool pushing Manchester City to the brink, twice they've won the title with just a solitary point. It would have been, a roller coaster for Manchester City, thereby making the Premier League a farmers' league in quotes. Do not forget that Liverpool also won the league in 2020. So it's all about Liverpool challenging Manchester City all through. But let's turn our attention now to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea against Manchester United. That ended as a stalemate. Casemiro's, last second header, if you want to call it that. But for all of the match itself, proud to the match and during the match and even afterwards, what shrouded the match had to be Cristiano Ronaldo's disciplinary absence. Remember, he stormed out of the stadium before the conclusion of the last match or the penultimate match, which was against Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford, and as a result, he got dropped by Erik ten Hag. So, Aziz, my question for you is this. The Ronaldo saga looks like it's not going away anytime soon. We've heard from various members of, the United family from the class of '92 to pundits and fans alike. Yeah. So, Ronaldo, how do both parties solve this issue? Because it's obvious Ronaldo is not pleased with, you know, spending time on the bench, and Erik ten Hag is trying to instill discipline in the dressing room. The question is, should Ronaldo leave Manchester United or be sold during the winter transfer window, which is just about 2 months away?
It should be better for both teams to party at this time.
Okay.
We can cast our mind back to the summer. You know, a lot of rumors were coming in from Old Trafford.
Exactly. I wanted to leave.
Want to seek a greener pasture in other teams. But the Manchester United are really stood at that this is our most prized asset.
Yep.
We cannot just let them leave it. And to quote the old rumor, the manager actually came out to confirm that Cristiano Ronaldo, despite the fact that he wasn't coming in for the preseason, he actually made it known that he is part of his plan.
Yes.
And the thing is that it is actually obvious right now that Ronaldo doesn't fit into the pattern
of Erik ten Hag,
in which Erik ten Hag actually wants to play this season. So it should be favorable for both parties. I think Cristiano Ronaldo right now, and also the Manchester United are to part with Cristiano Ronaldo, because firstly, whether we look at this will actually cause a disruption in the thing. If you can cast our mind back, a lot of rumors were actually coming in when Cristiano Ronaldo made a statement that the new generation players are not ready to listen to the older generation. You know, so a lot of these controversies are actually been coming up now, and it's actually looking good that we are actually experiencing the results right now. So the best way for both parties is to part with, and I know that Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the most followed players on the planet right now. The marketing stuff is prepared for him. A lot of big teams are actually wanting it, especially for the commercial aspect of it. And don't forget, this is one of the most greatest players that has actually graced the market. So it won't be short of any suitor when he finally decided to leave Manchester United. Trust me, I recommend the best for both parties to part with.